Hello everyone, this is Chachi, with me is Maxwell.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Final Fantasy V Forge of Fiesta. Last time we took a quick leak on Omega, and as you can see here, also Shinryu.
Yeah, if you recall last time, the game crashed in the middle of the quick leak for Shinryu. So we pulled it back up, ran it again, and just saved it at the end there.
We fixed it in post. And for defeating Shinryu, we got the Ragnarok, which, as you might expect, is not for this part. Oh my goodness. Time makes fools of us all, huh? Yep, I'm using the wrong item. There you go, Lena.
Get up, Lena.
Okay, well, we're very low on resources, but that's fine, because we really only have a couple more things to do. Okay, what if I use one high potion here?
So we're 2 down on the Triple Crown.
Yep, as you may surmise, the last crown is the head honcho of being bad himself. The serious dick. Let's see, ethers, there we go.
Hey, Magi.
We got some wiggling going on. Hello to you.
You've caught us at the end of our Fiesta.
Exciting menu-based gameplay. Okay. Ah, 357, an auspicious number.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll have to take your word for it.
You know what we're not going to do is dick with these guys. I said we're not going to dick with these guys.
You might be past the ability to run without the chicken knife.
Fine by me. Lurk away.
Yeah, lurk yourself.
Sometimes... What? Never mind. Moving on. Sometimes you just gotta vibe. Hey,
lurk
look,
away.
Fuma Shuriken we can't use. Hey, what's with all these trees? Crystals. See you later, haters. Ah, Pelitort.
Mm-hmm.
Even more creepy roots.
We might be approaching some kind of tree.
Yeah, we're still... Stop trying to make this happen. It's not gonna happen.
Use all of our magic on teleports.
I'm done with this. Here we go. Okay, so up those stairs, those extremely important looking stairs, that's the last boss encounter in the game. So we're gonna go over here and touch this thing. Well, cool, this is extremely not what we're going to do. Look at all this not bothering I'm doing.
That is a bit of a mess, yes.
Anyway, here's this green dot. Let's check our magic totals. That's probably sufficient. I am going to heal Cryo, though.
Bop her on the head.
A little bit. A little healing is a treat. Alright, and now for this. Necrophobe will never give us this light. You may recognize him as the figure who was at the lead of the creepy baddies when we opened the void.
So, you have the option not to fight this guy?
You can skip Necrophobe.
That seems odd.
It wouldn't exactly be my first choice either. Because he's guarding the last save point in the game.
Ah, I see.
Okay, let's see. Can we sloga this? Oh, reflect. Alright, well.
Yeah, I guess not.
No, we got Necrophobe. It's just they're also doing all this.
That's a lot that's going on.
Yeah, it's not good. Let's see. Can I condemn Necrophobe? Well, it's a moot point. Lena's about to get dropped like a bag of wet crap. Sorry, Lena.
She's doing what she do.
Oh my god.
And what she do is die
Okay,
a lot.
I think attempting to cast that spell may have caused them to counterattack. With big many-number bang.
Can you counter before doing something? Like, is that a thing this game allows?
So, Sloga attacks every enemy, which means that the barriers got a chance to grump us.
I mean, could they counter
That's a good question.
if you haven't done the thing to counter yet? Because counter is usually a reaction.
Yeah, I cast slow. Cool, I also can't teleport out of this. Alright, what if we just take this from the top? Oops.
Could you not just use your spell that takes things from
No,
the
I
top?
can't. Which save state did you load?
5.
Okay, thank you. Alright, we're gonna try again. Ignore that Fuma Shuriken this time.
There's
Hey, a
no
preemptive
need.
strike. Toodles.
Okay, bye. We can only hope we're high enough level for the final boss. Because we ain't fighting anything else but Necrophobe.
Yeah, if we have to gain more power, we're certainly not doing it in this leg of the void. The encounters here are not worth the trouble. I said, not worth it. Oh my god, so see, that's what I'm talking about, like 500 damage on our beefiest member.
Woo!
I'm good, thank you. Okay. What if instead? Cheat.
That's the way to do it.
Necrophobe will never give us the light, Yakety Schmackety, here we go. He's achieved invincibility. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and get the speed going. Let's... No, they just do the dang thing, huh? Alright. They're just incredibly fast and cast Flare. A lot.
Hey, Wang.
Buy my shit. I'm Jeff Bezos.
Give me more money.
Well, at least they're spreading the herd out a little bit this time. Good grief.
Yes, we are. We, after we crashed during the last boss fight, we just, did it again off screen so we wouldn't make y'all sit and watch while we, waited for the quick leak to go off again. So, we started off there, and now we're here.
I'm pretty sure Necrophobe is not vulnerable to death, but it would be funny.
It would be very funny.
Okay, no, he doesn't have a timer. Damn, that would have
Shame.
That would have been well bans. Let's see. I forgot to refill Ferris's MP. Oh well. Items. Where? There it is. Time to get into the reserve. Okay, well, let's go. Why can't you cast Meteor? Whatever.
Where's Meteor? So where is it?
I didn't master Time Mage with her.
Ah.
That's fine. We got Comet. That's a start.
It's
I
not.
use the word starter loosely.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh boy. if we've got enough number for this fight.
Have you done your magic blocky stuff?
The trick with that is Reflect cannot bounce back a spell that's already been reflected. And these guys are just casting reflectable spells at each other in order to get around that.
Ah.
So basically the game is just throwing one last incredible fuck you.
Whew.
Okay, well, you can't really absorb damage from Flare or Holy. You may just have to dive. Alright, where's my Ethers? Alright, have I got any equipment that could help me here? Still wearing coral rings, that's probably not helping us.
Apparently Bahamut is pretty good against the barriers.
It is. That's why I was trying to cast it again, but I didn't have the MP.
Oh, I see.
Let's see. It's physical. Let's put a protect ring on one of my wizards. Probably Ferris.
Yeah, you don't need the water rings anymore.
Nope. Elf capes it is. Get in here.
Good old elf capes.
Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna put a pin in all of that menu wrangling.
Yeah, and you got everyone's MP back?
Yes, I have properly inhaled ether.
You took a deep sniff.
Yes.
And suddenly you're magical.
Mm-hmm. Slim. The big boy. If you don't have spike healing, weird. It's almost like this party's missing something. Alright, butts. Jump up to get down. Where's go fast? There we go. Let's move at the sound of speed.
Where's your white mage? Everyone looks at Greg.
Oh, here we fucking go. Chemist? Never heard of him. At least they're using holy. Oh, well, I spoke too soon. There goes Kryl. Bye, Kryl. Fucking dude all day. Look at that damage.
Stop it!
Nope, they all get to act at the same time. Get him, Ferris. We're putting our faith in Blast Hard Cheese, who we will now summon. There we go. Barriers defeat. My invincible barriers on.
Invincible? Not against a dragon!
Uh-oh. Let's say the true power is all you can eat. True power is casting blind on one person? You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, let's see. Where is... There it is. Sage's Staff. That up. Sage Staff. Kryl.
Everybody up.
Yeah, Phoenix is only one person, unfortunately. Let's use something a little bit more cost-effective than Bahamut for the rest of this fight. Should probably summon Golem. What do you think?
Meh. Sildra, our good friend, our loyal ally.
My guiding moonlight. There's this. Oof. I got Necrophobe just throw his hands after his barriers go down. Could you have opened the golem during the flare hour? More than likely. I just chose not to because I figured if I wasted time, I would get even more Smee-Smash than I already did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I see.
Greg!
Greg!
You've turned on me again. You fucked me for the last time, Greg.
Greg was like, I hear fighting. I want to fight.
I love to punch. Alright, what's your plan, Greg?
Greg has learned the power of friendship.
Yeah, so it's not immediately obvious, but Greg has done a heel face turn here. He's here to beat up on Necrophobe. We're basically just gonna let these guys beat each other up, although I am gonna put the boots in a little bit. Get him, choke him up.
Just kick him in the ankles.
Yeah, no, it didn't work. Oh, Greg is beefy.
Yeah, it's Greg, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. He's got something to say to all of the party members.
Grandpa's pretty strong!
Your grandpa was incredibly chufty.
I respect that.
Greg has weird...
You must fall in love or something.
He's got some weird ideas. He's a bit, like,
Old-fashioned.
He's like, what? Hey, what? Shut up.
Back when it was just fashioned.
Yes, fashioned out of bronze. Like the age, because he's old.
And butts.
Wanted to throw down, one-on-one.
Power of friendship.
He's making that weird flash a lot. Uh-oh. Quad 9s, that's not good. Oh no, Necrophobe is doing the thing.
Not against our boy. Chugging X potions while giving a speech. Yeah, he's just that kind of dramatic, isn't he?
Yeah, so it's not conveyed well in the traditional 2D Final Fantasy method, but the idea is that Greg was supposed to have, like, sort of tackled Necrophobe off of safe ground into the Endless Void, which is how he wound up wandering into other games eventually. Not sure what happened to Necrophobe, but I'm honestly not that worried about him.
Also, hey, Naren.
Hello.
Welcome to the end of the game.
Welcome to a cozy cottage.
But take your sunglasses off.
Yeah, the time for looking cool is past us. We must put on our serious face. It is game time.
He shrunk.
Short Greg. Okay, we're gonna save because Necrophobe is a royal pain in the gooch.
Yep, and probably do a quick save too.
Yes, so I don't muff it. Okay, we have well and duly put a pin in Necrophobe. Now it's
Excellent.
time to ascend the steps.
Here we go. Are you ready? Are you all Oh yeah, you just rested, so you've still got you've got all your MP back and everything.
Are you ready for some football?
Football. Tree ball. Gonna kick a tree in the footballs.
Is that good?
Usually the giant tree is a sign of good things. It's an interesting twist in this one.
Yeah.
Because these games typically tend to love their Yggdrasils.
Yeah, it is sort of an inversion. The idea is that Exdeath was originally one of the sacred trees in the living forest of War, where we wandered around and fought the crystals and whatnot, but the bad happened. You missed the past streams. What was that question?
Yes, we did get the other two.
Yeah, so if we can clear Exdeath, that is the Triple Crown. I would show you my inventory, but we're sort of in the middle of something.
We got Ragnarok, and we got the...
Whatever you get for beating Omega.
Yeah.
Zoop! Up into the sky.
We did Shinryu off stream because of the crash. We ain't gonna make people sit through another, 20, 30 minutes of...
Quick leak.
Yeah.
Could be worse, we could do it in real time. How do you guys feel about a 4-hour Shinryu quick leak?
No.
We could do, like, picture-in-picture or something. We're already inside the void. Nerd.
Papa, read me a story as Shinryu withers in the frozen time.
I mean, we did it with Omega. Whoa.
Which, I went back and actually finished reading that, because I've never read the original story that inspired the thing. And it's interesting how definitively the story ends versus the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I prefer the movies. Like, I think I prefer that you don't really know if it's actually over or not.
Well, it's also indicative of a different priority in storytelling. Like, John Carpenter's movies are often very bleak, and so that's just sort of a continuation of form for him. Although I will say that the ending differences aside, I still do think that John Carpenter's story is very faithful.
Yeah, it is surprisingly faithful to the short. That was quite impressive. Power of friendship and grandpas.
There he is. See, if this game had any fucking balls at all, it would have brought Galuff back for the final fight. Just be like, aha, you've been using 4 party members the whole time. What if we gave you a 5th one, like in the previous game? Or hell, like granted, this is probably outside of the scope of the Super Nintendo, but I think it would be pretty neat if, in a hypothetical remake that's not going to happen because they're almost certainly done with the pixel remaster for 5, and they're not going to change it that much. Like, let you switch between the new and the old Dawn Warriors over the course of the final boss, as seen in Phase 2 of the final Sephiroth battle in Final Fantasy VII. We were fighting Bizarro Sephiroth.
I'll be honest, I'm sort of surprised that you actually know how that game ends.
Okay, my best friend is extremely into Final Fantasy VII is the thing. So into it.
Bizarro Sephiroth.
Me no am Bizarro Sephiroth. Me no have extremely short sword. Oh, I'm gonna get you.
No, take this!
No.
I don't want it. Return to sender.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Harassing a final boss.
Here we go. Okay. Gotta go fast. So this is... I do like this graphic. It's sort of implicit that like the tree has gotten even more twisted and mutated, and now we're like hundreds of feet above the roots, and there's a little X-Death head kind of poking out above the big angry tree face. See the torso up there?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be able to slow him. Let's get the chicken knife on. Where are you?
Except, literally a tree.
Yeah.
No, he's literally a tree.
Okay.
He was born in a tree, and he will die a tree. He will attempt to give us splinters.
Oh, he's gonna. Don't you worry about that. So golem.
But, like I repeat, I really like that it's an interesting twist on the tree of life that you often see in RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe see a little bit too much.
That's just Japanese animism, baby.
Don't get me wrong, I love me a good Yggdrasil, but they so rarely bring like Ratatoskr along. Okay, how about some animals living in that tree?
Only beards, who you never actually interact with. They're just little sprites going along in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I like saying it like that, beard. Let's see. Time. Let's comment. You take your Odin Sphere and you get out. Oh, no! Why did White Hole not work? Whatever, it's fine. Well, Chicken Knife had to do me dirty at some point.
That's a game I need to actually go back and play. Like, I started it, but didn't get very far.
So here's the thing with me and Odin Sphere, and honestly with me and basically everything that Vanillaware puts out, bar like Dragon's Crown, I don't really think you need to play Odin Sphere. Like, the remaster that they put out a while ago, like, Lathrasir, or whatever it was subtitled, that one fixes what I think is what... Oh boy, there goes Cryo. That fixes one of the problems that's, like, really bad about Odin Sphere, which is that it ran like absolute dog shit. Like, it had just a frame rate in the teens at most points. But also, I think that Vanillaware's games are almost universally style over substance. Like, they look good, and that's all. Dragon's Crown is like an aberration for them. It's not an opinion that I think a lot of people are going to share, because their games are pretty popular, but like, they're just, I don't think they have a lot to recommend them.
Oh, for me, it's more a case of I spent the money on it. I do want to try and finish my backlog, or at least make a good faith effort. Because I know I'm not going to like everything that I've bought.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I feel like if I put the money towards it, I should try. Or if someone has put the money towards it for me.
Okay, we need to start stepping it up on X-Death here. We can't be dawdling with this forever. Might need to resummon Golem. Because Cryo, I don't think, is protected any longer.
Yeah, she's not got the flashies.
Well, the red flashing's haste.
Ah.
Golem, you haven't got a clue it's working until it works.
Great.
So we'll just re-up that for grades.
Good plan.
Alright. X-Death was engulfed.
What does that mean?
Stay tuned. Python.
By the void!
Oh, no.
Rocks fall, everyone lives. That's how it works, right?
Yeah. I mean, if the rocks falling happens in an orderly enough fashion, that's just called building a house. Root rot! We overwatered X-Death!
Oh, no. X-Death down!
Here comes Ned.
Ned time! Time for Ned!
Oh boy.
Oh, we got a real final boss going here.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready. Yeah, so here's Neo X-Death.
You want to put down another save state, or
well,
you gonna try and do it legit?
So I'm gonna talk about Neo X-Death first. Yeah, so flash warning. A lot of that is gonna happen in this fight. So like, turn down your brightness and maybe don't watch this in full screen. The other thing is, X-Death is composed of 4 parts. They're all called Neo X-Death, and you can't really see that they're there. But they're roughly marked out like this. The humanoid torso with horns up at the top is one component. Then this sort of lump of people down here with the demon face stuck to it is another one. Just above the demon face, kind of that lady and the horned chimera thing is component number 3. And then component number 4 is our skeleton friends with the dragon popping out back there. Each of them does different things. And as you slowly defeat parts, their abilities become cumulative and they start acting faster. So there is a strategy to this. The front and the rear sections of X-Death, until you beat the other 2, basically just try to wail on you with physical attacks. The 2 that you have to watch out for are the top middle and bottom middle sections, which will attack you with Big Bang and... Is it Big Bang? I think it's Big Bang. And Almagest, respectively. And you don't want that. You don't want that at all. It's the fucking worst. Like, I'm going to be honest, I'm at full health right now. My party might not have enough health to survive Almagest. And if we don't, then we're just going to have to leave the void and grind for a while. But thankfully, we still have a few streams left in summer, so I think we can squeak this out before the end of the Fiesta, but it's going to be a challenge.
Is there any way you can buff your defenses?
Well, I mean, so we can use Golem against his physical attacks. Other than that, we just race him to the bottom of his wallet. We gotta make sure that everybody's going fast. And then let's see, we're gonna start with that section.
Surprise, Neo X-Death is vulnerable to doom.
You know, it's funny you say that. One of his sections is vulnerable to instant death. So what I'm going to try to do is get rid of every section except that one, and then use an instant death attack on it.
Heh.
This will not be easy. But that's okay. We're not here to do the easy thing. Yeah, Hi Wang, if you have, for example, the magic lamp with Odin, or you just get lucky and he uses Zontetskin, the back left section will just gone. See you later. No. Comment. There we go.
Odin can do it, but it is a very rare.
Do the thing.
Like, we've only seen it once.
He's commencing to jiggling.
Wiggle.
Oh, chicken knife, you fucking bastard.
This is not the time.
Too late. I may have started with the wrong section, it's hard to tell. Yeah, I believe jiggling is Big Bang, and if X-Death says the laws of the universe mean nothing, that means Almagest is coming down the pike. We don't want that. Ideally, we refuse to take those. Okay, I think we killed one of his sections.
It's kind of hard to
that was Almagest. Oh, God. Okay, so we did survive Almagest a little bit. That's very good for us. It could be better, but note that it does a lot of bad. But Butts blocked it, so that's okay.
Yeah. Good job, Butts.
Right, Ferris is back on her feet. Stop it. Alright, Lena, he's getting ready. Okay, this is the other thing he's about to do. Oops, she was still using the sage staff.
Oh no!
No, it's fine.
Lena's like, I can't take this anymore.
I can't take this kind of pressure. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I just love being dead!
You can't make me alive, and I won't let you.
It's not poison, but I'll take it. If she had her druthers, but you can't be picky in final boss fight.
Yep, it's not allowed. Butts. Okay, no, wait, no Phoenix. Bahamut times. Don't do that. Don't you do it. I believe that each one of these sections has about as much health as Omega does.
Ooh!
Which is to say a lot. Alright, so we're going to take the Sage Staff off for a second.
Lena, give us the... Give it.
Here's the healing staff.
You are on healing duty, Lena. Not hitting myself in the head duty.
Too late on that one.
Oh, God. I just thought of your old roommate.
Yeah. The cookie dough incident.
The cookie dough incident.
What a world.
It was very much like that.
So, I'm going to need to pause for this because I got to concentrate on this story. I lived for a while with a very good friend of mine who is actually in broadcast media now. And not like Twitch, but actual, honest-to-goodness, on the televisions. And he's a big pro wrestling fan and does a lot of goofy stuff. And
he's also like the approximately a Samoan. He is not Samoan, but he could pass for one very easily.
He's a big lad. He's like my height and probably weighs about 50% more than me. He's burly. And one day he goes in the fridge and gets out a tube of cookie dough, like you get from the store. You know, it's got the little rolled pinched ends and whatnot. It's sort of a big lozenge of cookie dough. And he locks eyes with me, looks me dead ass in the eye, and then just clubs himself in the forehead with the cookie dough. and
that's what Lena just did.
and he had to sit down for a minute because cookie dough right into the fridge is kind of firm. Like, I mean, it sounded just like that. Oh, Lena. Oh my goodness.
He was one of those hold my beer and watch this types.
Well, he wasn't. He didn't drink.
Yeah, I was about to say, except. More just like, I'm gonna do something dumb, watch me. But he had fun with it. Even if sometimes it was...
He's good people.
Let's just say sometimes he brought light bulbs home.
Let's be accurate. Fluorescent light tubes. Stop jiggling. I abjure.
Yeah.
Okay, we took out the top section, so Big Bang is off the table. Unfortunately, Almagest is about to happen again.
Really?
That's okay. We got 2 people at full health, and to be sure of that, I'm just going to heal Ferris. Okay, yes. So that's that. We can survive Almagest. Let's see how to approach this. Let's just keep laying on.
I still remember one time we were doing Dungeons and Dragons with him. He was one of the many players that we had in that campaign. Chachi was the DM.
I know exactly what you're saying.
And we were faced with a hole in the ground. Ladder going down, your standard thing. One of our characters, he was a cleric, right?
Sort of, yeah.
Cleric, paladin, one of your standard, really good guys. Who upholds the law.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't.
You're gonna. Oh, that's fine.
I mean, shit could be worse, but it still isn't good.
And so
that's extremely bad.
Ooh. Oh dear.
And we can manage this. We still have Golem up to block like vacuum wave and whatnot. But Aegis shield. You beautiful bitch. Okay. So we're gonna have to revive one of the summoners. And then we are gonna have to get lucky.
But so we have our good guy climbing down the stairs. And or climbing down the ladder. And our good buddy, who is playing basically a Mexican wrestler type, looks down the hole, looks at the ladder, goes, and jumps. And,
so if you've ever seen the cartoon Jackie Chan Adventures, imagine Toru. Okay. Summon. Golem.
Yeah. The time they lived together was interesting.
Oh no, he didn't die. It was like a 20-foot deep hole. He just landed on the paladin. Stop almagesting. Stop doing that. Aegis Shield. I love you. Aegis Shield is strong and real, my friend.
He's really got the wiggle, doesn't he?
Yep. However, notice that he just stopped shaking, which means the Almagest is offline.
Nice.
So we have got a little bit of wiggle room here. Go ahead and get Len off the floor. This is almost in the bag. We do have to be careful. Let's see.
Yeah, it's a final boss. You can't mess around.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Is he still has his ways. You know what? I'm just gonna summon Phoenix. I've got elixirs. Because the thing is that when you defeat the third of 4 pieces, the last piece gets all of Exdeath's attacks, and it goes 4 times as fast, which means it can just go Almagest, Big Bang, Almagest. Or it can just go Almagest, Almagest. Either of those scenarios, you're done.
So, the ideal is to have an instant death, like Doom, and try and save that one for last.
Right. Let's see. Summon. Let's do Golem again to guard against Vacuum Wave.
Or hope that you've done enough damage to take the last part out quickly.
No! He also does Meteor.
No!
Okay, he doesn't double Ferris. Alright, good. Butts is incredibly dead, but we can come back from that.
Wang says third one's down.
Third one's down? What do you mean third one's down? What are you talking about? Was there a boom noise? I don't have the sound that high. Yeah, that's, okay. Alright, well, items. Magic lamp, where are you? Magic lamp?
You returned the magic lamp.
What?
Didn't you?
I didn't return the magic lamp. It was in my inventory a second ago. There it is.
Aha.
Magic lamp. Okay, well, it did Mega Flare. That's less good, but we dealt a pretty good amount of damage to the butt. So I think we can defeat this thing. We just have to hurry.
I'm surprised you didn't have Lena use Doom.
That's a good point.
Like we were just talking about that.
I don't know if Condemn is going to work, but we can try. Well, there he goes. We didn't even have to worry about it.
Hey!
Okay, so I couldn't show off the thing, but we have defeated the butt through the courageous efforts of Butts and his stalwart friends. Yeah, Coward Blade saves the day.
Chicken knife.
Arise. Chicken arise. Rise! Be sure to leave a good review. Yeah, so now we're in the staff role. A fun detail about this is anybody who is on the ground at the end of this fight gets lost to the void. They perish.
Huh.
They sort of float away, and that's it.
Wow.
However, we managed to get everybody off the ground before we defeated X-Death.
Excellent.
Ned did not claim any of our frames. So I hope
Except for Grandpa.
Well, I mean, he's already dead. Ned didn't do that. Regular X-Death did that.
Ah, I see.
I'm going to take a water break and stretch.
Okay. And that was not even half of the stream, so...
Yeah, we'll have to come up with some filler.
We got some pretty space. Man, I'm not used to short credit sequences anymore. Games these days just they go on for so long, especially if they've had a Kickstarter. And yeah, of course, there's more ending cutscene to finish everything off, but...
Well, it's also just a fact that teams that make games are typically quite large these days.
And everybody is getting credited in credits versus only the top people.
Zoom! Oh, the Crystal Shards. Kirby. Kirby, bring those back. We need those to live.
Pew!
Whatever you've got going on with King DDD right now, I implore you to wait.
Well, congratulations, you've finally beaten a Fiesta.
Yeah, this is Chachi's first completed Fiesta. I figured that doing it as a stream series would force me to actually finish the damn thing. It also helped that I got, by and large, a pretty good group. Like, Time Mage Summoner is basically a guaranteed triple crown because of the mechanics I abused in order to get to this point. Like, as we've seen, Dragoon has some stuff to recommend it, but it's certainly not as ridiculously powerful as some of the melee classes like Samurai.
Yeah, but that Dragoon saved your ass that one fight.
Yes, Jump was very clutch against Bahamut, I'll grant. But the alternative was having, like, Ninja or Ranger so we could just shit out damage incredibly fast with dual wield, rapid fire, Zenonage,
any of the many cool weapons you found that were unusable.
Yeah, we could have had Knight. Knight does a shitload of damage. It's boring, but it does a ton of damage. And we could have gotten Gladiator, which has a couple of interesting melee attacks like Blade Blitz and Finisher. Could have gotten Cannoneer, the damage chemist. That would have been fun. I need to see if there's a version of the Fiesta State ROM hack that unlocks the GBA classes from the start. I'm not sure that you can because I think they're hidden behind an event flag, but it would be sort of cool to try out some of them before the end game.
Yeah, because I mean the event flag for them was really late.
Yeah, you had to finish every tablet dungeon and something else.
Yeah.
I already don't remember.
It was just finishing those and then go finding the...
Yes, then you have to go to the place.
Yeah.
You have to poke your toe in the secret dungeon and go like, no, I actually don't want Necromancer, and leave.
Here's all of our dads.
Yeah, but we did get one of the GBA exclusive classes, which I think has an incredibly cool costume and has a kind of neat, if half-baked, class mechanic. Oracle's okay. It needed a little bit more time in the oven, but like, it could be worse. Could be Thief. which is just a drag. It's just not built to be a primary class in this game. Thief is something that you off-class for like better running, or so you can steal while you're a blue mage or something ridiculous. Oh hey, sucking that wind drake into the void turned out to pay off. Good idea, X-Death. A crystal return.
I'm always amused by the concept of when you beat the bad guy, everything that was broken just goes back to normal.
I don't think it necessarily strains the bounds of verisimilitude that 4 crystals that are literally the essence of existence can undo some of the bad shit that X-Death did.
I just mean as an RPG trope in general. Is like, you know,
that is a frequent one, but like when it comes to Final Fantasy V, I definitely get it. Like, this game is extremely tropey. It's a Saturday morning cartoon Final Fantasy. Like, there's, you know, some real shit happens. Like, there's definitely a season 2 where, like, everybody's mean and Butts gets an eye patch and stuff. But, you know, it's still, like, the characters are not super deep, it's bright and colorful, the music is sort of jaunty and goofy. You got idiot villains like Greg.
Idiot main characters.
Yeah, who can't drive.
Don't put him behind any wheels.
Don't put him at the reins, either.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, we're doing a Moog.
2 queens.
What we don't get to see is the long and bloody Tycoon Civil War.
And
we don't get to see it because Ferris is ditching this pop stand.
like, nope, you can't do it. I gave it a shot. Not for me.
Like, the dresses are nice, but affairs of state are boring and suck. Yeah, no, right there. Kryl, granddaughter of the king. That doesn't mean she's queen automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, Highwing and Naren both said the same thing, which is, I steal from these guys, and deservedly so. Ah, time for babies. Imagine a baby chick.
Babies.
But like the size of a dog.
Oh.
Yeah, when are we getting headscarves and striped shirts and like peg legs for these chocobos?
I'm just imagining Lena going and looking for her sister and can't find her. Goes down to the treasury. Treasury is empty.
Wouldn't surprise me. And it would be funny as hell.
It would be.
Yeah, it is sort of funny that the way they represent character sprites in this makes it look like chocobos lay eggs like kiwis do, where the egg is just like 60% of their body mass.
Kick.
Get out of here, old man. Your time is over. Remember that time that we creeped on Ferris while she was sleeping?
And then went, oh no, they're hot.
Remember that time Lena got poisoned? And that other time Lena got poisoned?
All of her favorite memories. time she was trapped in the void.
Remember that time Ferris got really annoyed at wearing pretty dresses, and then her pet died. It's a bit of a tonal whiplash. Like, haha, Ferris is uncomfortable in high society. Oh no, Ferris's dog is dead.
And of course, wait, Ferris is a girl?
Oh my god. Remember that time Kryl sucked and replaced a better character? That's it. That's all I have to say about Kryl. Yeah, I give this game a lot of crap. I think some of it is deserved and some of it is just me being a little bit harsh on it. But I will say that it is pretty impressively tuned. In that, even when you subject yourself to pretty harsh gameplay restrictions, you can still clear the game. Granted, you have to have like encyclopedic system knowledge to be able to do some of this stuff, but it's still neat that it is possible. And in my case, with really a minimum of grinding.
Yeah. Like, we did one time grinding off stream.
Yeah, I got just enough health to survive all the guest.
Okay, 2 times. 1 time for health, 1 time for money. And the money took me like 20 minutes.
Yeah. That's the sign of a pretty good game where you can move through it at a pretty good clip and still... Oh, I just started dropping a bunch of frames. That's weird. Yeah, there we go. So you can move through this game at a pretty good clip and like not be super penalized for it. Remember that time we locked Grandpa out of the house?
And then talked about him behind his back.
Is he dead? Yeah, I don't know. So, like, I do think as far as Final Fantasy go, this is a pretty solid entry. It's definitely no Final Fantasy III, which is a game that does not really respect your time that well.
3-3 or 6-3?
3-3.
Okay.
3 on the Super Nintendo is a different kettle of fish. But, like, 3 is incredibly grindy, and the beginning of the game is a real slog. I've not played 2, so I can't really comment on that one.
Persona.
Yeah, Highwing can tell us about Persona games disrespecting your time. Holy fucking holy. Here's a nuclear take. Don't play Persona, play Shin Megami Tensei games instead. Just buy Nocturne. You can get it on, like... I know it's on Steam. Is it on anything else? Didn't it get re-released on Switch or something? Mm-hmm. It's got to be on PlayStation 4 then, or maybe I don't know, one of them things.
Oh, we've got it on PlayStation 2.
That's true. Is it just Switch? Okay, whatever. The point is that like look into that one because you know what you don't have to do? Dating sim shit. You don't have to do annoying high school.
That's the
crap.
problem with Nocturne is that it's fucking hard.
Yeah, Nocturne unfortunately grabs you by the metaphorical scrotum and just... You know that thing you do with a yo-yo where, like, you've got it dangling and then you just sort of start idly spinning the yo-yo to make the string coil up and then it unravels real fast and the thing starts spinning? It just does that with your beanbag. Like, Nocturne just mutilates your ball sack. Ooh.
Matador! It's like, it's okay up until then, and then Matador shows up and it's like, hey, have you learned everything about the game? Do you know how to balance? You know how to defend?
Alan Oppenheimer comes out and goes, "By my sword and capote, do you have the buffs?" The answer's no, then fuck you. It's still a good game, though. Soundtrack slaps.
Mm-hmm.
It's very strong. You know, I didn't really have a backup plan for the night. Digital Devil Saga Remaster, yeah, that would be nice. That's a game that I gather is quite popular among people who have played it, but didn't get as much coverage as some of its contemporaries. It's sort of an unloved child, which is weird because, like, oh wait, what am I thinking of? Is it Digital Devil Saga where, like, you are the demons? Or is it
like all of them?
Well, I mean, some of them aren't.
In some of them, you're not possessed.
Yeah, this is the one I'm thinking of, where like your party members are all weird, funky Kaneko demons. Yeah. It's apparently quite deep. I've always sort of been curious, but like getting a physical copy of Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 is sort of steep these days, I gather.
Yeah.
Still, through the magic of emulation, many things are possible. Hey, Bokachobes.
Mm-hmm. Here they go. And despite there being 5 chocobos, Cryle gets the gets the Durgan.
Cryle is perfect and special. You have to like her. She's cool. Really, in some ways, Cryle, I think, is like the prototype for Lightning, in that the game is basically all like, okay, Cryle should be louder, angrier, and have access to a time machine. Also, whenever she's not on screen, everyone should ask, where's Cryle? See also the plot of Final Fantasy 13-2. It's regrettable because I cut my teeth on JRPGs like this. The first Final Fantasy game is, and I'm dating myself here, the second JRPG I ever played. But boy, Final Fantasy as a series has moved beyond Chachi. And that's fine. You know, not everything has to be for me. It's just a little wistful. I will say that they didn't name their QA folks individually, but at least they acknowledged that they had QA staff.
Yeah, better than some games of the time did.
Yeah, Final Fantasy has fully moved into the massively multiplayer online role-playing game market. And frankly, that's fine. Somebody needed to knock World of Warcraft off its perch. And by all accounts, if you like MMOs, Final Fantasy XIV is an excellent game. It's a good representation of the genre. I did my time. I'm not going back in the Skinner box.
And I know how I get addicted to things, and I have other games that I need to play.
Really, the big problem I have is that you have to pay monthly. I'm not down with subscription-based gaming.
Hey, Lady Oolong, yeah, we...
If it makes you feel any better, the first 45 minutes of the VOD are the only parts that are relevant to Final Fantasy V, aside from us blathering over the credits. Yeah, I mean that's the thing is that the narrative conceits of a massively multiplayer game are always going to make it a little bit awkward to go through a narrative. So, depending on how you enjoy consuming your narratives, that may be a point against it. Hey, and you. I like it when games do that.
Yes.
Oh look, it's Melusine. Time Merge. Also, this is customized. It shows you It shows you the class that each person was, and
Nice.
the abilities they learned.
Nice. Not many.
It's Fiesta, baby. Gotta be tightly focused.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to press a button? No, we're just sort of looking at Kryl for a second.
I guess they expect the abilities list to go longer.
I guess so. Bleh. One more barf for the road.
Because, I mean...
Look, the thing about Fiesta is that the constraints of the challenge run notwithstanding, you play it the way you want. If you want to master everything, more power to you. I just wanted to get through this. I wanted to be able to say that I did.
You basically slammed butts into his role as Dragoon, and did not put anyone else there.
Didn't really need to.
Yeah.
Like, Ferris was a Dragoon for 10 minutes while I got butts to some more time Mage stuff so that he could, like, off-comment. And then I didn't even need to. I just chicken-knifed my way through the final boss.
Good old chicken knife.
Good lord, Highway, you ground double cast for an entire party? Ooh.
I guess that's a high-level red mage.
As far as I can recall, it has, like, the highest job point requirement of any class ability. It's something ridiculous.
Ooh. Oh no!
Yeah, right there. 999 job points.
Jesus.
That's too many. I mean, dual cast is neat, but goddamn, that's really, I think, a mark against this game. Is I've got a soft spot for Red Mage. I just sort of like the aesthetic and the idea of being sort of multi-talented and trying to cover multiple bases. And like, Red Mage is not strong enough to justify how hard you have to grind for it in this game.
Yeah, Jack of all trades classes are fun.
We did it. Also, just look again at the Oracle costume. That's just a neat suit.
It is a good costume. There it is.
Oh, Mode 7 Fend.
Fend.
Oh, you
Fend.
ta-da.
You did it.
After 10,000 years, I'm free.
No, that was infinite space.
A new passage is opened beneath the waves. So yeah, this is in reference to, now that we've beaten Ned, we could go get the final class, which is Necromancer. You have to beat Ned and do an entire post-game dungeon to get Necromancer. There's no fucking point.
Yeah. You have it to do what? You've already beaten the game.
It's a shittier blue mage with a weird, with like a weird gimmick.
Yeah. Like, it's like, unlocking the 100 lives after you've
After you do literally everything in Super Mario 64.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no point. You've done everything. You don't need 100 more lives to do it over again. Like, okay, let's do a new game plus where you start with 100 lives. But give me some incentive to go through it again.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like that. Okay, well, what can we do for 50 minutes? I'm sure I can find something.
Chachi gets to take a look at what games I have installed. The answer is not much.
Well, that's fine. Sometimes having a big catalog isn't necessarily better. She got all the little Super Ninty.
Yeah, the majority of the games that I have for my emulators are games that we already have physical copies of. that I want to play, but it's just easier to do over emulator because of, you know, it's easier to do save states because I'm not good at games.
Yeah. Oh, I know. We'll do a Nuzlocke run. Spoilers, I'm not doing a Nuzlocke run. I will never stream a Nuzlocke run. You can't make me. But I'm gonna boot up a Pokemon game and like fuck around for a little while. Actually, I mean, if we got it, Lady Oolong, I'll try. What do you got?
Yeah, offer a suggestion. If we don't have it now, we can look into it.
$2003, Christ alive.